boy accidentally cut his finger, but the wound healed instantly. This discovery thrilled him beyond belief. To test his ability, the boy had his mom pinch him, then placed his palm over a flame, completely unharmed. That day, he realized he had superpowers, but he didn't know his abilities had other uses. When the boy swallowed a girl's hair ribbon right in front of her, the next moment she was pulled into his mental world. To her amazement, everything he did to her in that space, she could actually feel in real life. This made the boy realize that if he consumed something belonging to someone else, he could drag them into his imaginary world and control their consciousness. That evening, the boy was riding his bike home when a gang of bullies started chasing him in their car. At first, they just wanted to scare him. Terrified, the boy tried to speed away but got knocked down by the car behind him. Surprisingly, the boy was completely unharmed, while the bully who hit him cracked his head open. Seeking revenge for their buddy, the bullies came to the boy's house with a car and chains. They tied chains to all four corners of the house and attached them to pickup trucks. Then they gunned the engines, and the house immediately collapsed. The boy's mother desperately tried to escape but couldn't get the door open. She was terrified when gas started leaking. The next second, the house was consumed by an explosion and burst into flames. When the boy returned home, he jumped into the fire and pulled out his mother's body. Now the boy had become a demon. The next day, when the bullies drove by, they stuck their heads out and continued mocking the boy. Seeing this, the boy decided to get his revenge immediately. At that moment, the bullies were happily swimming in the river. The boy quietly approached them. He grabbed one bully's piece of clothing and stuffed it in his mouth, then wrapped it tightly around his own neck. The swimming bully suddenly felt like he couldn't breathe. As the boy pulled harder, the bully completely drowned and sank into the water. His classmates realized something was wrong and quickly jumped in to pull him out, but he had already stopped breathing. But the boy's revenge wasn't over. The next day in chemistry class, the boy deliberately provoked another bully, even flirting with his girlfriend in public to enrage him. The furious bully threw sulfuric acid at the boy's face, but the boy's wounds healed quickly. However, the bully's own face was completely eaten away by the acid. Now, there was only one bully left. The last bully was scared out of his mind and had to tell his father. To protect his son, the father pointed a gun at the boy, but when he pulled the trigger and the superpower activated, the boy was still alive. By then, he had completely lost his mind. So the question is, would you want these superpowers?